Happy birthday, Libra. This is my short, sweet video on everything Libra. And if you've got your moon, your sun, or your rising sign in Libra, you're going to want to listen to my short little video. Also, feel free to forward this on to anybody who you know is a Libra so they can enjoy it too and learn a little bit more about themselves and their purpose in this lifetime. So Libra is a masculine sign. It's ruled by Venus. Isn't that interesting? And it's an air sign. It's very happy when it's in Saturn, and it's in something that we call detriment when it's in Mars. Libra is here as the diplomat, the relationship builder. They are master experts at conjoining forces and putting balance into opposing forces. They make great moderators, liaisons, judges. They are brilliant. I'll tell you how they're smart. They're usually strategists, analyzers, and excellent at relationships. They have a high psychic awareness, and the reason why is they see life as in a Rubik's Cube. They can see all 6 sides, top, bottom, and all the sides simultaneously. So they can evaluate the cause and effect of everything. And they see life as a puzzle. And they have antennas into other people. They can read very quickly what the motives and the motivation of others are. So it makes them highly aware of other people, almost to a psychic sense. Very highly intuitive and very highly analytical. So they make brilliant, brilliant strategists. They also can deal amazingly well with other people's conflict. They really personally struggle when it's their own conflict. They can't stand it. Their downfall, everybody's got a downfall. Everybody has a shadow side. Everybody's got something to work on. So in this lifetime, they came to work on decisiveness. Now, the reason why they're indecisive is because of the lack of harmony making a decision creates. The conflict inside of choosing A or B makes them feel discordant with themselves. So if they choose B, they think of all of the cause and effect that not choosing option A is going to create in their life or in the life of the ones that they love or care about. So they sometimes find that being in the middle or being right on the fence is easier to do. It creates less conflict if they don't have to rock the boat and actually make a decision. So they can kind of sell out sometimes. The other thing they do is they chameleon their life, because they don't do this out of malice. They do this because they're people pleasers, and they want so much to please the other person and create harmony that they merge, and they merge deeply. Sometimes they merge or chameleon so deeply that they actually lose their own identity and they become the inauthentic self. They can be very vacant at times, not even knowing what their own preference is. Excuse me. Sometimes they don't know what their own preference or their own opinion is. Sometimes they don't know what their feelings are. Sometimes they wear the feelings and the emotions and the opinions and the preferences of the person that they want to please so badly that they think that those are their own until that person one day leaves, or they leave and they realize while they're standing alone that those were not their preferences at all. Now, they don't mean to do this to be fake or superficial or phony. It is the survival mechanism down deep inside. The survival mechanism says, I need to merge with you. So they adopt very easily what the other person likes. And it isn't until they get a much deeper relationship with themselves and go internally to really figure out what their own preferences are. And that is a huge mission in this lifetime. They're here to become balanced strategists, diplomats. They are here to truly bring together people, and they are masterful, absolutely brilliant at relationships, at connecting and communicating. They can't always do intimacy unless they're really willing to get vulnerable, but they do relationships really well. They also are usually extraordinarily beautiful. They don't even have to try very hard. If they try, they're like 1 to 10, they're a 12. If they don't try, they're usually very, very beautiful people. They love beautiful things. They love being beautiful. They've got very fine, cultured, classy taste, high aesthetic values. They love the arts. Just think of Aphrodite, the goddess of beauty, love, peace, and harmony. That is synonymous with Libra energy, except it does come in a masculine form. So what happens when it comes in a masculine form? It has more outward thrust, if you will. It wants to produce energy. It wants to make impact, and it doesn't necessarily internalize as easily. It goes outward. There is so many, if you think about the Libras in your life, there are so many beautiful qualities. They probably add beauty, peace, love, harmony, non-judgmental diplomacy. They probably are the bridge. Oftentimes, Libra will have divorced parents that don't get along, and they are the bridge. So it's very interesting to think about, where do you have Libra in your chart, and how does it work? How does it operate? Is it in your house of communication? Is it in your house of home? Is it in your house of career? Is it in your placement of travel? Is it in your relationships house? Is it in your rising sign, first house? Where's Libra in your chart? And that's where you'll see these values, these virtues play out in your life. I want you to think about these Libras. So if you know anybody, September 22nd through October 20th, you know a Libra. And then also sometimes you can take on Libra characteristics if your moon sign is there, or if your rising sign is there, you'll look like a Libra. But think about Hugh Jackman. Think about Bruce Springsteen. Think about Eleanor Roosevelt, or Ralph Lauren, or even my favorite Seahawk, DB89, Doug Baldwin. If you study him, if you know the Seahawks, I know I'm going to lose some fans for sure, just because I'm a diehard Seahawks fan. But if you know anything about Doug, he's able to see life as in a Rubik's Cube. He sees all sides to an equation. I think it's what makes him a really good football player, a really good wide receiver. Mahatma Gandhi is also a Libra, and Kate Winslet. Benjamin Netanyahu is also one, right? So it's absolutely thrilling to see these characteristics and how you can see them in Libras. So come on over and learn more about all the signs on my Soul Navigation page. Just click on www.soulnavigation.com, and I'm Meredith, and I look forward to celebrating next month. We're going to talk about everything Scorpio. So have a wonderful, wonderful, beautiful, glorious, gorgeous, harmonizing Libra month.